What's up, everybody? Jets Therapy is back. It has been a long time since I or Gordon and I have made a video, and for that we truly apologize. Kind of got caught up in the holidays, caught up in some of the things in the new year, work, bunch of excuses. So this video is just going to quickly recap the end of the year. Looking forward to the off season, some moves that we might be making. Gordon and I promise we will make a longer video just describing everything that we're looking forward to going into the off season, and keeping y'all updated with some of the moves that the Jets are making, our thoughts on them, and how we feel they might affect the team positively or negatively. End of the year stuff, I honestly think that it was, there were two games that we missed, I believe. It was the Bucs game and the Bills game. I think that it was just the perfect ending to the season as far as development for Zach Wilson. What we saw out of him in the Bucs game, in my mind, I mean, he won that game. Zach Wilson stepped up. He was able to play his best in some of his best football versus a playoff team and a Super Bowl caliber team at that. So it was extremely humbling to see him progress throughout the year like he did, especially coming back from that injury and all the time that he took to learn on the sidelines from Josh Johnson, Joe Flacco, and Mike White. So what we wanted to see out of him was just progression throughout the year. We wanted to see him getting better. We wanted to see him make more accurate passes. We wanted to see him use his eyes a little bit more down the field and not throw errant passes down the field, and we saw that. So we still have that high draft pick. There can be a lot of movement there. We're looking for a number one receiver still. Corey Davis is not that guy, and he proved that this year. He's not a true number one. But if we can bring in a number one wide receiver and have Corey Davis, Elijah Moore, hopefully we're able to bring back Braxton Berrios. I think that he's one of those Wayne Corbett type of guys and could be in the future. So I'm super excited. I think we say this every year as Jet fans, but this is kind of a make or break offseason for me. We need to be able to bring in those pieces, those weapons that Zach Wilson needs to succeed. A number one wide receiver, a tight end, whether we get somebody from the Cowboys like Schultz, whether we get it through the draft, and he's able to just kind of build with the Jets throughout the years. Need to surround, I mean, the NFL is 100% becoming an offensive league, if it's not already that. I mean, we saw that with the Bills-Chiefs game. I think it was 36-36 or whatever it was at the end of the game. The offense is what wins the game, so you need to just have a tremendous offensive line for Zach. Give him weapons, obviously. We got our running back in Michael Carter, and you just need a decent defense. You don't need to have a defense that is number one, number two, or number three in the league. They just need to be decent. I know the 49ers showed a lot by having a good defense and just a mediocre quarterback. Zach Wilson is and will be a much better quarterback than Jimmy Garoppolo ever will be. So we don't need that good of a defense. I know we have holes to fill there. We need to bring in a quarterback or a cornerback. Our safeties are a little bit questionable. I love our linebacker core. CJ Mosley coming back, and hopefully Quinnen is able to still progress throughout the offseason and become a staple in our linebacking crew, and maybe an additional piece on the defensive line, because with Quinnen there, he's great, and Carl Lawson's coming back. So we have the pieces, man. We have all of the pieces. Bring in that number one wide receiver. Give Zach the weapons. He is our guy. I see him. I've always been a big Zach Wilson fan from day one. And I'll just be 100% obvious. I didn't know a lot about him in college, really towards the end of his senior years when I kind of started figuring him out, only because that's when the Jets were looking like they were going to have that number one, number two pick. So I started paying attention to him, and he looks like he's the guy. If he's able to start the year next year like he ended this year, and then continue to get much better and to continue to progress, continue to do the work that he needs to do off the field, then I mean, we might be looking at a top 10 guy in the league next year, maybe better. So extremely excited for this offseason. Again, Joe Douglas, I have full confidence in. I'm a huge Robert Saleh guy. And honestly, all good things right now. All good things, even though we had a 4-win season. I feel like we are kind of in the driver's seat. We have maybe there are 3 teams, maybe 2 or 3 teams that can have the type of offseason that we can have as far as cap space, where we are in the draft, able to trade a high draft pick if we want to trade number 10 and try to pull in one of those, maybe not a Calvin Ridley because I don't think he's worth a number 1 draft pick, but you know, it's a long shot, but I love to see a Devontae Adams, of course, or something along those lines come to our team. Maybe what's his face from the Cowboys. So we'll have to see. Again, so sorry that we haven't been posting. There is no excuses for that. We're going to get back on our grind and keep you all updated with what we think is going on and what the Jets can continue to do. But we are here for you all, Jets Therapy, and can't wait to continue to connect with you all during the offseason. All right, bye everybody.